Have you ever looked up at a passing airplane and wondered where it's going, what kind of jet it is, or what airline operates it? What if I told you there's a whole community of people who turn that curiosity into a fun, educational, and even global hobby? That's the world of plane spotting, a unique blend of passion, patience, and discovery. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Plane Spotting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. At its core, plane spotting is the hobby of observing, identifying, and recording details about aircraft. Spotters might log registration numbers, take photographs, or simply watch planes take off and land for the joy of it. But behind that simple act lies a deeper appreciation for engineering, travel, and global connectivity. In this video, we'll break down what plane spotting is, how it works, and the key things you need to know to get started and enjoy it to the fullest. 1. What plane spotting really is. Plane spotting, also called aircraft spotting or aviation observation, is more than just watching airplanes. It's about noticing the details that most people overlook. Spotters identify aircraft types, airline liveries, flight numbers, and even registration markings. Each plane tells a story: where it's from, what route it flies, and sometimes even its history. Some enthusiasts collect photos, others log sightings, and some specialize in rare aircraft or airports. The beauty of plane spotting is that you can make it as casual or as detailed as you want. It's part photography, part detective work, and part meditation, because every takeoff and landing is a moment of precision and wonder. 2. Why people love it. What draws people to plane spotting? It's the excitement of aviation, the joy of learning, and the peaceful rhythm of watching the skies. For many, it's a way to unwind. Watching a Boeing 747 roar overhead or a sleek Airbus glide in for landing can be strangely calming. It's also a social hobby. Spotters often meet at airports, share photos online, and connect through forums and apps like Jet Photos, Flight Radar 24, and Planespotters.net. For travelers, it becomes a way to experience the world through aviation without ever leaving the ground. In short, plane spotting connects people who share one thing in common: an endless curiosity about flight. 3. The basics: how to identify aircraft. One of the most exciting parts of plane spotting is identifying aircraft by sight. Each plane has telltale clues: the number of engines, shape of the wings, tail design, and cockpit windows. For instance, the Boeing 737 has a pointed nose and split winglets, while the Airbus A320 family has a rounder nose and distinctive sharklet tips. Wide-body jets like the Boeing 777 or Airbus A350 are larger, designed for long-haul flights. Learning to identify planes becomes like recognizing faces. You start to notice subtle differences instantly. Many spotters carry a reference guide or use apps to confirm what they see. Over time, it becomes second nature. 4. Choosing the best spotting locations. Location is everything. Great spotting spots are usually near airports, but safety and legality always come first. Public viewing areas, airport observation decks, nearby parks, or road pull-offs can all work well. For example, Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, has In-N-Out Burger Park, a famous spot where planes fly just overhead. London Heathrow, Amsterdam Schiphol, and Frankfurt have dedicated viewing terraces for enthusiasts. Smaller regional airports can also be great because you're closer to the action. Always check local rules and respect security boundaries. A good tip: bring binoculars, a camera with a zoom lens, and a scanner or app that tracks live flight data. 5. The gear that helps you spot better. You don't need expensive equipment to start, but the right tools can enhance the experience. A good camera with optical zoom helps you capture sharp images. Binoculars are useful for distant planes. A notebook or digital log is perfect for recording flight details like date, airline, aircraft type, and registration number. Smartphone apps like Flight Radar 24 or Plane Finder let you identify flights in real time, showing altitude, origin, and destination. You can point your phone at the sky and instantly know what plane you're seeing. If photography is your focus, use fast shutter speeds to freeze motion and practice tracking moving planes for crisp results. The goal isn't perfection, it's capturing that incredible moment of flight. 6. Understanding aircraft registrations and liveries. Each airplane has a unique registration code like a license plate. Spotters love tracking these because it helps identify the exact aircraft seen. Registrations start with a country code, for example, N for the United States, G for the UK, and JA for Japan. Then there are liveries, the colors and designs painted on aircraft. Airlines use them to showcase brand identity or celebrate special occasions. For instance, Alaska Airlines features a smiling Eskimo, and Southwest Airlines is known for its bold blue and red heart design. Spotting a special livery plane like an anniversary or Star Wars-themed jet is like finding hidden treasure for aviation fans. 7. Community, respect, and aviation etiquette. Plane spotting thrives because of community. Spotters share photos, trade stories, and inspire each other to explore new airports. Online platforms connect enthusiasts worldwide, where a photo taken in Singapore might be admired by someone in New York. However, with that comes responsibility. Always follow local rules, stay in public areas, and avoid restricted zones. Be courteous to airport staff, security, and other spotters. And most importantly, remember that aviation photography should never interfere with operations or safety. Spotting is about appreciation, not intrusion. When done respectfully, it promotes awareness, education, and love for aviation around the world. Now, let's tie this together with a quick story. Ethan, a teenager from Chicago, loved airplanes but couldn't afford to fly often. One day, he discovered plane spotting. Armed with an old camera, he started visiting O'Hare Airport's observation park every weekend. At first, he barely knew the difference between a Boeing and an Airbus, but within months, he could identify models from miles away. He joined online groups, uploaded photos, and even made friends from other countries who shared his passion. Eventually, his hobby inspired him to study aerospace engineering, all because he looked up and decided to keep watching. That's the magic of plane spotting. It connects curiosity to purpose, one takeoff at a time. To recap, here are the 7 key ideas about plane spotting. It's more than watching, it's about observation and curiosity. It's relaxing, social, and educational. Learning aircraft identification is a fun challenge. The best spotting happens in safe, accessible locations. Good tools enhance your experience. Registrations and liveries add depth to the hobby. Respect and community keep the culture strong. When you understand these principles, plane spotting becomes more than a pastime. It's a front row seat to the marvel of flight and a window into the global world above us. And here's the mic drop line. Every time you look up, you're not just spotting planes. You're connecting to stories, destinations, and dreams soaring through the sky. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Plane Spotting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.